Hey guys, what's up? So today it's gonna be kind of a different video. Dropped my phone today while I was at work, and so I have to replace the screen on it. I do a lot of phone repair outside of all the other work I do, and I've never really recorded it, so I thought today record it because it's my personal one and I don't have to worry about any customers or anything like that. But yeah, so tools that I'm going to be using are the iFixit kit. You can get them for like $40 online and it's perfect. But the only tools I'm going to be using out of it today are this one and then the screwdriver with the P2 bit on it to remove the two bottom screws, and then I've got a J000 bit for the really tiny Phillips head screws, and then I've got a Y000 bit. First step is to take the two screws out of the bottom. Let me grab my light here so you can see what I'm talking about. So there's two screws on the very bottom next to the headphone port. It's gonna be kind of hard to see on camera, but there's two screws there. So 1 and 2. Then you can just drop them out, and all these screws are like microscopic tiny. So don't lose them, they're really easy to lose. I always just set them in this little tray in order, but basically after that you're going to use this tool and cut it open because there's a weather stripping seal around it. So cut it open all the way around, then pry upwards and over, and once I get it pried open I'll show you what I'm talking about, but it'll be hard to do with one hand. Also, video quality on this one is going to be a little bit less because I'm using my mom's phone to record, since obviously I can't use my phone. So yeah, I'll come back to you once I have the phone open, and also make sure to turn it off. So yeah, go ahead and turn it off at this point before you open it, guys. So after you get it open, you'll want to pull it up kind of like a book, and you're going to want to take off those two screws in that bracket, those 4 screws in that bracket, unplug the battery, and then unplug the screen. I'm going to take these 2 brackets off and then I'll show you which ones to unplug. Guys, so those are the 4 screws in that bracket, 2 screws in that bracket. I'm going to take off that connector there, then those 2 connectors there, and that big one right there is the battery. You can see where it connects. And take off those 2 screws. Those 2 connectors. And then the screen can separate from the body of the phone. We can just set the phone aside and then take a look at the screen. So down here is your home button. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, and then there's going to be a plug for the home button. You're going to make sure that whenever you're unplugging that, you do not break it, because you cannot replace this home button without pairing it to the logic board, and you can't pair it to the logic board unless you work at Apple. So don't mess up that home button. And then here is your speaker and your front camera, and your microphone is at the bottom, but there's your speaker and stuff, and your light sensor and stuff for the top of your screen there. So yeah. And then also you're going to take off all the screws all the way around to take off this backing plate. So I will take all that stuff off and then show you putting it on the new screen. Alright guys, and I forgot to mention this. I took the home button out of the old screen, then I remembered. So scrape all the old waterproofing, weather stripping around the outside off before you start putting the new stuff on the screen. And with the new screen comes a new adhesive. Go ahead and apply that on here before you put everything on the other screen, so that it has time to sit there and stick on there really well before you move on to putting the screen back in, because if you try to put this on right before you put the screen on, it's not going to stick very well. So to install this, basically all you do is peel this backing plate off, and then you can set it down on the edges and just kind of push it into place. And then after it sits for a while and you push it down all the way around, after you do all that, it'll stick really well on there, and you won't have any problems taking the front piece off. So that's just my little tip. Alright guys, so got everything onto the new screen. I got the backing plate, got the home button, got the speaker and all that stuff, and then I installed the little piece for the adhesive for the screen. One tip that I can give you is take this and go along the edge of it just to push it down on all four sides. I've already done that, but whenever you're putting it on, go around all four sides like that. And that way, whenever you go to remove this, it'll hopefully come off in one piece. Now, before you remove this, go ahead and plug the phone in. Don't screw any of the brackets down or anything, and turn the phone on, make sure everything works, and then unplug it. Take the adhesive off, plug the phone in, screw it down, and then yeah, you'll be done. So let me go ahead and plug my screen in here, and then I'll show you everything working. Alright guys, so I got the screen plugged in, everything turned on. And then I can use my Touch ID. It unlocks. You can see it locked up there. Now it's unlocked. Press the button, it opens. I already tried calling somebody and it worked. If I go to photo and I flip it, front camera works. So yeah, now all I have to do is turn it off again. Oh, you can't even see that. There's no light. No light. So now all I have to do is turn the phone off, unplug everything, take the adhesive off, put those plates back on, and then put the phone back together. Put all that stuff, all the two screws back in after I put the screen in. Alright guys, so got everything plugged back in, got all the screws back in except for the front two, and got the little pieces taken off of where the adhesive goes around, and you can kind of see that there, that black stuff that goes all the way around like that. Now all I have to do is shut the phone, click everything back into place, put those two screws back in, and that's it. So yeah, that is how you change your iPhone phone screen. And yeah, it's not very hard if you've got the right tools and patience. It's just like fixing the car. So yep, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.